Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Carolina's offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Carmen.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On the run, it's Golden. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Pressure coming. The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but he sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Power football with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds his tight end.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd down, going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the tackle. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On second down, he'll fire. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Get all you can, then get down with the slide. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Whitehead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give from the gun. Smashes through.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He lets it fly. Fakes the grab down the left side. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 17 over Oklahoma State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Snags it over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now 2nd and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Golden. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll put the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he intercepts it. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking for space. It's Golden. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Gives it to the back on the draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires complete on the crosser. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Finds his big tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Gamecocks have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it behind the line. It's Golden. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Offense gets set for second down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Georgia 28, South Carolina 13.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give headed toward right tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not an exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitehead. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, South Carolina! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Wolfpack performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They move the tight end all over. The inside handoff. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a catch and run for 6.
South Carolina.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the 2-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man on the right. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quick strike complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Using his legs, it's Golden. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give out of the gun. Runs through the tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on third down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.